He was the most unlikable candidate in the history of presidents, and that's saying a lot.
But Biden says the same thing.
He's number two. When Biden says something, does anyone be like, oh?
Right.
No, they used to go, oh, what'd he say?
Yeah.
What is happening in America? You can feel it. Something we've worked for and dreamed of for a long time. Donald Trump fell asleep at his own trial. And when he woke up, he made his own kind of history. The first person to run for president with 34 felonies.
Hillary Clinton pacing like a ticking volcano ready to blow. Steam practically rising off her shoulders. Meanwhile, Tyrus just drops bombshells like he's reading a grocery list from hell. One jaw-dropping revelation after another. Dirtier than a toddler's sneakers after a full-on mud apocalypse. The tension snaps. Hillary's reaction could light up an entire city block with pure fury. And you're sitting there thinking, what could possibly make her lose it this bad? Buckle up. This meltdown makes every political drama look like a low-budget soap opera gone rogue. Tyrus, and this goes back to 2016, people didn't want to admit to pollsters, I like Donald Trump. Fast forward 8 years. Suddenly, if you like him, you're in a cult. Do you really want to be in a cult? If it's the cult Hillary despises, yeah. Before we go further, smash that like button and subscribe. You do not want to miss this. Hillary Clinton was supposed to be living her cushy post-political life, gliding through talk shows, spitting rehearsed wisdom, soaking up applause like a Broadway diva on her final bow. But then came Tyrus, charging in like a bull in a china shop, dropping secrets straight out of Area 51's vaults. Red hat. Sure, I'll grab one. Ridiculous, right? When someone unpopular throws shade to get attention, you shrug it off. But things have changed. America has changed. Now when they say it, we go. That's why I didn't vote for you. Suddenly, the woman who survived decades of Washington scandals allegedly snaps. Like someone yanked her teleprompter mid-sentence. And let's be real. If anyone could push Hillary past her limit, it wasn't a senator, a rival, or a friendly journalist tossing softballs. Nope, it had to be Tyrus, WWE sculpted, human truth grenade. He doesn't tiptoe. He belly flops into controversy, shaking the room with every word. Clinton is one of the most disgusting human beings on the planet. Always has been, always will be. Clips of her Benghazi response play throughout, showing exactly who she is. She's worse than her husband. Triggered by a YouTube video, her statement, I condemn in the strongest terms the attack on our mission in Benghazi today. The U.S. deplores any effort to deintegrate the religious beliefs of others. Our commitment to religious tolerance goes back to the very beginning. Picture it, the world minding its own business, politics slogging through the swamp. Then Tyrus drops in, digging into secrets so filthy even polished politicians sweat. These aren't spin-ready revelations, they're career-staining, stink-up-your-dry-clean-only wardrobe-level scandals. She talks, and suddenly, you get why Bill did what he did. You feel it. You just do. You know, it's kind of like, we don't condone cheating, but, yeah, that's your morning. You kiss that before bed and sleep with one eye open. When those secrets hit the light, Hillary's reaction isn't quiet. It's a full-blown spectacle. Forget icy glares or polite rebuttals. This is fireworks-level fury. The kind of explosion that makes you wonder if someone swapped her morning latte for jet fuel. Tyrus has always had a gift. He doesn't just call things out. He detonates them with style and confidence that leaves jaws on the floor. Oh, your buddy is staged off himself? And there's all this extra footage hidden in the closet? I can't believe he just... I bet Bill hasn't had a good night's sleep in years. That's why he aged like that. Fun fact, Bill Clinton is only 37 years old in spirit. He treats scandals like WWE storylines, amped up drama, swagger, just enough showmanship to keep everyone glued to their screens. So when he goes after Hillary, it's not just about exposing dusty corners of the past, it's about creating a spectacle so massive it makes cable news look like a puppet show for kids. And Hillary, she can't stand it. Her entire career has been about controlling the narrative, speeches, interviews, the perfect 5 steps ahead image. But Tyrus doesn't play chess. He throws chaos into the ring and watches it explode. When those secrets spill, Hillary flips her internal switch from calm to nuclear meltdown. Imagine her pacing, shouting, arms flailing, like she's both the director and star of her own political soap opera. She's just evil. Like, there's nothing like her. And you have to wonder, why would she even tweet that? Don't you have? I think she just sits around in her evil lair whenever she runs out of eye of newt and small children to boil. Then she pops onto X and blurts out the most evil thing she can think of. Honestly, if the devil himself showed up, you'd never hear her possessed by a demon. The demon would be calling Dr. Phil like, "Bro, did you see that?" So what did Tyrus uncover? Not bedtime gossip. These weren't brunch rumors. These were skeletons dragged out of graves, dusted off, and shoved under blinding spotlights. Suddenly, the ghosts of Hillary's past weren't whispers. They were a chaotic parade gone wrong, marching front and center. And Hillary, she's weathered enough scandals to fill a Netflix anthology. Her inner circle fears one thing: unpredictability. You can't script a counterattack when the other guy refuses to follow the script. Her explosion becomes the story, not the secrets themselves, but the spectacle of her reaction. It's less about truth and more about how loudly Hillary slams the door on those skeletons. The catfish, we were told it was a big, naughty redhead out to destroy the world. Turns out not so much. Nothing screams, "I'm shaken," louder than a public meltdown. And the internet devoured it like the grand finale of a reality TV show. Memes exploded overnight. One side said Hillary's reaction proved she was guilty of everything. The other insisted Tyrus was just a showman tossing dirt for views. But the real winner? Chaos itself. In 2025, political explosions aren't just headlines, they're entertainment. Hillary's been called every name, dragged through endless investigations, and still stood tall like she's untouchable. Yet one oversized pundit with a flair for drama sends her into a pressure cooker explosion that reveals everything about the psychological chess match behind the scenes. If the pantsuit fits, Hillary Clinton, you owe Russia an apology. And there should be an apology tour for lying to Americans, sabotaging 2 years of Trump's presidency, and meddling with elections, Russiagate, impeachment, fake dossiers, and let's not forget the papers. Politics isn't just facts, it's perception. And when Hillary blows up, it signals the secret struck a nerve. Once people sense you're rattled, half the battle is already lost. Tyrus knows the game. No charts, no evidence, just a perfectly timed bombshell, a smug grin, and confidence that Hillary will overreact. Oldest trick in the playbook: poke the bear, let the bear make the headlines. By now, you'd think Hillary could brush off controversy. But that meltdown proved even pros can slip. Watching her scramble, try to spin it calm, too late. The internet had crowned it Meltdown of the Year, while Tyrus moved on to his next storm of chaos. Remember what Trump said about Hillary in 2016. It's awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump isn't in charge of the law, because you'd be in jail, lady. That explosion wasn't just a reaction, it was a full-on performance. She didn't argue, she erupted. Arms flying, voice rising, every ounce of bottled-up irritation unleashed as if Tyrus pressed the launch button himself. It was like a Shakespearean tragedy rewritten as a WWE showdown, complete with imaginary background music only she could hear. Subtlety, not her thing. A politician's practiced smile, leaning into the mic, delivering lines like a courtroom pro. But when Tyrus drops his bombs, that polish melts faster than ice cream in July. Watching her explode wasn't just about what he said. It shattered the illusion of her untouchable mystique. The internet went absolutely wild. Memes spread faster than Hillary's temper, and everyone tuned in to watch the chaos unfold. Since they can't air the truth, they control the storyline, and they completely lost it. From bloodbath to democracy, Hillary tried framing the election like, both guys are old, but you can't vote for the one we indicted. Get over yourself. Those are the choices. One is old and effective, compassionate, and really cares about people. The other, old and charged with 91. One moment she's firing heated rebuttals. The next, she's plastered all over social media as a volcano, a mushroom cloud, even a glitching robot on live TV. Twitter dubbed her Mount Hillary. TikTok remixed her meltdown with Tyrus grinning like a cat who just snagged an eagle. Even people who don't care about politics were glued, watching one of the most powerful figures in modern history unravel in real time. That's pure binge-worthy content. Hashtags exploded. News anchors tried to stay serious but couldn't hide the smirks. Every attempt to clean it up just made it worse. It was like trying to put out a grease fire with gasoline. Late-night comedians feasted, pundits built conspiracies, and the internet tied it to everything from Wall Street to lizard tails. Chaos was unstoppable. She came back complaining on X about Trump cleaning up D.C., calling Republican officials war fighters on one hand, whiny crybabies on the other, afraid to step foot in D.C. streets or NYC subways. Then she vanished from social media, presumably to move a dead body to a park. EW. Meanwhile, Hillary's defenders rushed in, calling her outburst righteous anger, the kind you unleash after too many cheap shots. But let's be honest, anger that loud doesn't look strong. It looks insecure, dressed up for Halloween. The irony? Brutal. Hillary built her career surviving chaos, brushing off scandals, standing tall like an unstoppable force. Yet now, a TV personality with flair for theatrics unraveled her composure. The contrast was so sharp, even her biggest supporters had to admit, this wasn't her shining moment. And Tyrus, he didn't lift a finger. The media did the work, the internet brought the popcorn. Hillary knew the rules. She's been playing this game longer than most have been alive. The second she lost control, the optics turned deadly. In politics, it's not about truth, it's about appearance. And for someone who built her image on being unshakable, that slip was catastrophic. It's not just ironic, not just rich. It's sad. What happened to decorum? What happened to being the so-called leader in the room? She got indicted? Great. But let's not forget she lost her election over her crooked dealings. Charges or not, the lesson is the same. The spectacle is everything. Zoom out. Take in the chaos. The show is wild. It wasn't just a feud between a politician and a pundit. It was a full-blown symbol of how politics has fused with entertainment. Drama is the new currency. Outrage is the stock market. Hillary's explosion. The Dow Jones crashing live, and everyone was glued to their screens. Not for policy, but for the show. Hillary delivered plenty of it. Almost poetic, really. Decades projecting power, control, resilience, the image of someone who could survive anything. Yet here she was, lighting up the world stage with raw, unfiltered emotion. Even world leaders couldn't resist a laugh, saying, "Only in America." Meanwhile, the public couldn't get enough. Memes flying, debates over which clip captured the meltdown best, completely forgetting what even started it. The timing made it perfect. She wasn't running for office, wasn't pushing an agenda, she was just existing. And somehow, that alone became front-page chaos. This could have been her moment to show leadership, to close divisions gracefully, to demonstrate class. But again, she couldn't stay away from herself. Maturity doesn't always come with age. Here's the cruel twist. Tyrus turned her into headline gold overnight. Her face was everywhere again. Fate apparently decided she wasn't allowed a quiet retirement, not when her reaction still makes explosive content. Hillary wanted to be remembered as a trailblazer, a powerhouse shaping history. Instead, she went viral for losing her cool, all because a pundit with a flair for spectacle exposed her dirty secrets with carnival-level drama. It's Shakespearean irony with a side of internet chaos. And the more you think about it, the funnier it gets. Her explosion wasn't just about her, it was about how ridiculous modern politics has become. It revealed more about the circus of American power than any serious report ever could. Now the real question isn't can she recover? It's does she even want to? After a spectacle this massive, there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. You either ride the chaos or drown in it. And if history tells us anything, Hillary Clinton never goes down quietly.